Hey guys, Adam Wright here. We're working on the 04 Explorer, doing the ball joints, upper and lower, and we're going to do inner and outer tie rod ends. Just wanted to show you how the tools worked that we showed you in the other video that we're using. This is the pickle fork. You ever had a time trying to get your tie rod ends off or anything like that? You need this. It's like $7 at the parts house, and just wedge it in between the tie rod end or whatever joint you're working on and the piece that it goes into, and give it a few good whacks on the end of it, and it'll pop right off. You do that the same way with the ball joints. On this model, I recommend doing the bottom one first. You're going to have a whole lot easier time getting them to pop loose doing the bottom one first. Keep the nut on it, keep it in place, and then do the top one. But we'll give this a few whacks, and we'll see what happens here. And there it is. Popped right out. See, I missed a few times trying to do this and hold the camera. I don't recommend doing it, but it can be done. Just don't damage anything. But that's how that's done, and we'll do the same thing with the ball joint here that we're taking out, and we're going to do the same thing with the upper one. And then the next video, if nobody calls me, we'll put it in one video. But my phone rings quite a bit, so if I do get a phone call, I'll do another video, and we'll show you how to use the ball joint press. But that's it for this one. Thanks. Alright kids, we're back. We've got the control arm out, as you can see over here. We have the axle out and up and out of the way, and we're going to press the bottom ball joint out. Now this particular model on the 04 Explorer, has a snap ring there. And as you can see, my pliers came apart. It's going to be hard to do this with one hand, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to show you. Pull this snap ring off with your snap ring pliers or a screwdriver. You can pry it up and pull it out. And you can put the new one on the same way you took it off. This ball joint here, as you can see, has a big collar on it, on the bottom side of it. So in the ball joint kit, you're going to have to make sure you get the collar that's real wide, so it can go up under here and get around that collar. Okay? You've got to be able to get this around that collar. And then you're going to have that here, and then holding it with the other hand that I'm holding my phone with, you're going to keep that in place, and you're going to bring the press up. And you're going to lock it in underneath here, and bring this on the top here, and then just keep screwing this down clockwise until you press the ball joint out. And then to put the new one in, you just reverse the process. And that tool is going to work the same way on the upper ball joint, with the exception of this ball joint goes up through the top instead of down through the bottom. And you just find whichever adapters you need to go around your shafts and things, and press it out up through the top, and then you just reverse the process, and you'll still have your clamp turned around this way to install it back on, and you'll just push it back in from the top as you're turning it from the bottom. But that's how you replace the ball joints. Should take you a couple of hours unless you have some snags like I did yesterday on the passenger side. It didn't want to come apart. It took me a little bit to get it apart, and the ball joints, actually the top one came out. The joint itself popped out through the socket, so that was a little bit dangerous. Actually, it feels like it's made out of plastic. I don't know why they do that. But anyway, that's how you do it. Again, we recommend Moog chassis parts, because Moog does make the difference in chassis parts. You're going to get a whole lot better part for your money. They do cost a little more, but if you plan on keeping the vehicle, it is a whole lot better part, because you don't want to be doing this job again in about 6 or 8 months, because it's not the funnest deal. You guys have a great day in YouTube land. Don't forget to subscribe. Adam Wright, signing out.